Hi, my tubies. It's me, your tuber, Sheila Truelove, and I'd like to talk with you today to discuss how narcissists are children who think they are adults. Narcissists are children who want to pretend to be adults and have everyone treat them as such without them actually being adults. They want someone else to take responsibility for their well-being, their mistakes, and their happiness. They want to blame other people for whatever goes wrong in their life. They are children disguised in an adult's facade. Arrested development is exactly what they suffer from. They can never make choices or decisions or even think for themselves, always wanting you to do everything. Then they have the nerve. Check this out. They have the nerve to try to put you down when they can't even figure anything out on their own. Now, how comical is that? People who are narcs seldom mature emotionally above the age of 6. Emotional maturity is an important skill to have in life. Emotionally immature people, they always blame others for their anger, their sadness, their depression, but they rarely ever look inwardly. Instead of assuming responsibility for how they feel, they expect others in their life to see their point of view. They seek to find reasons to justify their feelings, and often they're very skilled at manipulating people. Rather than accept what is emotionally dependent people, they always obsess about how to get other people to think just like their childish ways, just like them. They will resort to unhealthy behaviors to get their way, even if it costs them what was once a loving relationship. They are like a rebellious teenager, constantly trying to push the limits. Boundaries are nothing but a challenge to them. They are people who refuse to grow up. They can be hopelessly irresponsible, emotionally stunted, and uncomfortable with negative emotions. This is why you always see that they're usually so rude, they're mean, and they're hateful. Their body may grow up, but emotionally, they stay at the age of a 6-year-old forever. That's why you see them always playing all types of games. Emotional maturity is defined by the ability to control your emotions and take full responsibility for your life, along with its opportunities and dramas. A large part of being emotionally mature is having the ability to handle anger, handle disappointment, guilt, resentment, fear, jealousy, grief, insecurities, and other feelings appropriately. They don't know how to handle these things appropriately. Emotional maturity is defined when you have the ability to experience these emotions, and then you can quickly let them go without becoming abusive or hostile. With narcs, when things go wrong, it's always someone else's fault. They're highly sensitive to what's being done to them, but they're blind to the things that they are always doing to other people. To them, they're always the victim. They never take time to focus and think about the things that you are doing to other people. It's like they are incapable of doing that. It's like bad things always happen to them, but they never take time to think about the poor choices that play a huge part in why bad things are happening to them. They cannot think beyond their own feelings, their own desires, and their own needs. They act like children because emotionally they are children. The lack of empathy has a lot to do with this. Empathy, it helps. It helps a lot. We could all easily become narcissistic. We could all keep these narcissistic ideas in our head and become selfish. But our empathy and our compassion, it allows us to think of others. And this is what helps us to control ourselves. Narcissists, they don't do this. So in closing, my dolls, my beautiful tubies, I say, let's leave these mental patients to fend for themselves. My book is available on Amazon. It's entitled Best Information Before Leaving Earth, Answers That Work. As always, you always have a choice. This is Sheila Truelove bidding you adieu. Who loves you, baby? And it's not Telly Savalas. Good night.